Good morning, everyone. Sorry for running so late. It happens when real life gets in the way. Alright, and hopefully Kerbal didn't crash on me. Hey, it didn't. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for running so late. Let's go ahead and get started. I did get another satellite up. It's the wife trying to sneak around the camera. She doesn't know the thing has 120 degree field of view. Now, personal career. Let's get rock and rolling. Excuse me. And I'm trying to get some screens set up over here too. There we go. Turn down. Alright, when we get in here, we're going to go right to the map view and I'll show you what changes I've made so far. If Kerbal will show up. I know, because I'm running on one system, it's going to run slow. I'm trying. There we go. Alright, now, tracking station. So far we have 5 satellites up. Alright, now, tracking station. So far we have, adjust my volume on my tablet. There we go. Well, so far, tracking some asteroids. I got 4 of the satellites lined up. The 5th one I still got to move up into the same orbit, which I'll do that off stream. Still got to get this flyby of the Mun done. Still got to rescue Harvester. Let's see, active. Okay, it shows his. Why is Harvester still up there? Let's just research satellite one. Okay. Eyes bother me. Alright, where is this one doing? Got 2 VIPs, research, 3 tourists. Alright, well, let me get this out of the way. I can't do anything with Harvester. He's up there for 14 days. So what I'll probably do is I'll just probably deorbit that craft. That's not going to do anything for us. Just taking up my valuable space. Alright, new research satellite. Okay, vessel must survive while contract is active. I don't expect it not to. I need to enter orbit around apoapsis of 75. Below 75, excuse me. I need to be above 73,303. Set model type and editor to 1, 30.5, core type research. I don't know if I have that device. Let's go find out. And yes, small coffee cup. we got ComSats up there. I can reuse those, repurpose them. And let's see here. Okay. Running out a decent click. Let's get in here. We'll pull up satellite. Take one earphone out. I don't have sound coming through these, it's just microphone only. Alright. There's my action groups extended. I've changed some mods. I've been keeping it below 70. It's the only way I can keep the game running. I might have to shut one thing off that I have that's running off to my right. Let's see here. Science. I don't want it to be the first part. I'm not worried about that part. Probably under utility. That's under utility. Okay, that's communications core. Where would be my research core? That's not a core, that's antenna. What is this? Ballast. Okay. For light. This is navigation core. Do I have a research one? Let's see. And I don't see one. So, in essence, I can't do that contract because I don't have that core. So, and it's not going to let me decline it or take it in here. So we have to step out. Oh, just can't get comfortable with this chair. Alright, we'll have to decline that contract. Our reputation's in the hole anyway, so oh well. We'll get that fixed. And my fly-by-the-month contract is not in this one. Alright. Decline one reputation hit. We're declining it. I don't have a core type weather, so I can't accept that. I only got communication and navigation. Alright. Alright. Travel itinerary incomplete. Suborbital spaceflight on Kerbin. I think I can handle that. Okay, you're not giving me any funds for completion. Okay, they want these three to do suborbital and then do an orbital. No. I'm not sending up. That's ridiculous. How much a hit do we take if we decline that one? Go ahead and decline it. What's this one? Okay, half part coming on 16. Automated. Okay. We're gonna get rid of you. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, we need to do an orbital survey. There's my flyby to Mun. Okay, we'll get one going to the Mun. Then we'll ferry some Kerbals. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get a satellite going. Yeah, buffering. Network congestion. Could be anything. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll get... I gotta check out the prices also when we get on here of the satellites. Because unless we're getting money back that covers the cost of them, I've got to cut down on the antenna. Alright. Got 1.4 million. How much are these bad boys? 198,000 apiece. Alright. You're getting launched again. Then we'll see how much the cost of this contract is. We probably already used it. I'm looking at the completion now. Might have to go back and reimburse the company even more. Well, if this keeps running at this speed, I'm going to have to close off another item. Alright, we're looking at 178,552. Okay, 178,552. This one, same concept. This one is going to be named for the flyby. And this is by Kerbin's World First. Number 1. Okay. This one will cover half the cost of it. We went over budget on that. Excuse me. So, let's go launch ourselves a flyby and then drop this into orbit. I took care of some keeping on this. Got that satellite. Took me, for the one ComSat, took me 9 days to get it into the right position that I wanted it. 9 Kerbin days. Did that last night. So, got that one in there. I got 4 lined up. I'm probably going to have 8 ComSats around Kerbin just to do coverage. Just for the coverage part. Alright. This will probably run a lot faster if I closed off. I can't close that off because I need that screen. Well, I need the event log, so it's got to stay open. So I've got to make compensation for it. Sorry folks, I'm going to cut the rest of this video without it. That's also going to help with this over here. Alright, we're going to go in a flyby of the MUN. Get this set up. MUN, set this target. Come back in. Alright. And we will let it auto warp. Already on day 15 already. I don't have anything on Mimus. Well, we will be launching at night. Or dawn. Probably dawn. Camera's off. Okay, don't have to worry about that, guys. Alright. Trying to save some bandwidth where this thing will run better for you. Least you could have done was max out the warp for a while and start cutting it back. Alright. Hey, it was dawn. Oh, that'll work. At least we'll get to fly with solar panels wide open, and we are not going to 250. We are going to 150. I've got to work with this. I got 4 satellites, and I got to make sure they're in the right spot. So after I get this one going on the flyby, I think I'll do one more satellite and put it in a good spot. No, I'll take the one that I have. I'll take the one that I have up there. And I'll just go ahead and I'll just take him and move him up into a higher orbit. I'm talking about, let's see here, where is he? Where is he hiding? There we go. ComSat 1-1. I've got to change his orbit. And I've got to get it to where, and you notice that these 2 satellites have come close together. I've got to change one of their orbits. This is how the spacing I wanted. This one's got to go and drop down so we can get faster, so we can get ahead of this orbit. So well, Nightbot is also one of the other moderators too. Moobot that I have in here and Nightbot are both moderators of this channel. It's just that they just do different, they're both set for specific things to do, each one. Moobot handles a lot of what goes on, and Nightbot handles other stuff. But Moobot is used more than Nightbot is. I just have Nightbot there for everything else. Alright, now. No time, I am not physically time warping. Alright, limit AOAs at 5, Qs at 20,000. Alright, while it's going up, I can look off to my other screen. Alright. Oh, what is... Let's see. Did I need to bring somebody else in? That way I don't have to pay for them. Bad Wolves! Looks like you get to be a pilot on a mission. You get to ferry tourists. No, he's going to ferry some tourists for me. He's got the next one. Jebediah's taking this mission off. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Bad Wolf Labs ferry each of these tourists up. Don't worry, their snacks going to be packed on board if you're worried about that, so don't worry about it. Now, whether or not, as long as the tourists get it to where we complete the contract, once the contract's complete, I do not care if they get thrown out an airlock. I want the money. I don't care about anything else. Just make sure they get to their destination, and then you can throw them out the airlock when we're done. But please, leave no morsels behind. Clean up your mess. Oh yes, and by the way, I'm trying to make sure I feed my wolf, okay? Yeah, I want to make sure he's fed. He's going to have 2 tourists to eat. And yes, he is and yes, that's my moderator, and he's also sitting directly behind me, which that's why one of the reasons why I have the camera off. When we get a better setting. And I can hear him licking his chops right now, going, ugh. Tourists. Oh, by the way, don't worry, Bad Wolves. There will be hot sauce on board. Yes, Bad Wolves. Oh, don't forget, add hot sauce before you eat them, then toss them out. Please do that first. And make sure you clean up the hot sauce. Leave no bone uneaten. So, I know Bad Wolf Labs is going to have fun with this one. On this stream, my Bad Wolf can eat tourists once we're done with the contract. We've got to feed them. They're only tourists. They're not employees. And what I typed in, I hope he likes that. Yes. Once we've gotten the tourists to complete their contract, the tourists don't return. Employees do. Tourists do not. Hey, it's what happens when you go into space. But some things happen. Door opens up by accident. Hey, who knows? Boy, I just sound like an evil broadcaster. Hey, it's all a part of space travel. A door can magically open on you, man. Hey, see ya! This is gonna be a fun flight after I get this one to the moon. I gotta make sure I, Oh! You know what I think I might throw in there? Oh, you have Bad Wolves. I'm reading my little chat here while I'm waiting for this flyer to go up. There's 2 tourists coming with you. 2. That means there will be 2 bottles of hot sauce, 1 for each one. Yeah. Okay. Now those boosters are gone. Whether or not those parachutes open up for us, we'll see. And I know Bad Wolves is going to love this. I'm going to make sure he's the pilot on the next mission. And this is where we ferry our 2 tourists. Our 2 non-returning tourists. This is a one-way flight. Oh, by the way, make sure they leave their uniforms behind. Those do cost us money. We can't replace those. They're going in civilian clothes. They're not going in. They're not using our uniforms. No, 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 no. No, not happening. Not happening. Those uniforms cost us money. Called cost cutting. Oh, make sure we save money. If we have to take loans out to pay for these flights, we'll take loans out. And make sure there's plenty of hot sauce in the cabinet for Bad Wolves. Alright, Apoapsis is at 132. Let's see what we got here on the map screen. That was the fairing. Alright. Since this is going around to the Mun, no target, we will set this for mission control. Activate. We will set this for no target. Activate. We will set this to aim toward Kerbin. No, we don't need it for that. No, that's going to be active vessel. No, no, no. Let me set this one up for it. That's better. We'll set this one for Kerbin. And activate. And we will clear the screen off of all this other trash. Our node will be set up in just a minute by MechJeb. Flight computer will take over from there because Jeb's taking a break. Solar panels have now deployed. Disengage. Node. Execute. And in 3 minutes and 20 seconds, we are going to hit our node. I wanted to make sure I get all that in before we lose comm. Want to make sure this is done right. Alright. Now, since I got the this one antenna aimed for Kerbin, that's going to be aimed right directly for Kerbin. Oh, I forgot. Oh, let me get MechJeb out of the way. As another mod that I added in, just to let you all know, it is Precise Node. Now I can actually do these fine-tune their orbits that I need to fine-tune. And code-wise, oh yeah, everybody's facing in all directions. You are dropping, okay. As long as we stay in communication range, we are fine. Now what I will do is try to set up, bring our ship around one time so we can stay in communication with mission control. I'll set up a new maneuver node to get us out to the MUN. That way we can stay in communication and I can make sure we shut off the engines properly. Because as you've seen in one of the episodes where we were out of communication range, the engines decided to stay on and not shut off because they were still burning Delta V. That's one of the drawbacks of not having a communication setup in place beforehand. Ten seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna try to set it up right here. There's one orbit at that altitude. Mission control should be probably right in this area here when I set the maneuver node up. I might set the maneuver up just a little bit further down so we can make sure we get a nice orbit around the moon. 1 minute. I should say 1 second. Throttling down. .10. Thank you. Now, let me move you this way. Okay. That's going to be put in over here to get out there. It's actually opposite of 101. Alright, let's go around one time. That way I can gauge what I need to gauge. If this wasn't going by the MUN, I would shoot him up and have him come up over here after one orbit. Okay, we can only do 100 times. Alright. We would have to put the maneuver over here. And mission control is there. Where's that mission? There's East Station. No, that's not going to work for us. Slide you over here. back in. Okay, that's going to put all the satellites out of alignment. Okay, there it is. Okay. Let me stop you there. Now, what satellite is that? ComSat 5 and... Is that ComSat 2 and 5 together? ComSat 2 and 5. Okay, before I lose communication. Target. ComSat 5. Activate. Okay, we'll stay in communication range now with it. Activate. And we will set you for number 2. That way I got... Now, let's go back to the map. Get you out of my way. Get you out of my way. Okay, they're in a higher orbit, so I should give me enough time to do my maneuver. I did here. And then I'll rotate it around here. What is my... Okay. .61, that'll work. That puts us on the complete opposite side. Alright. Let's hope we have a satellite that gives us communication. And I am going to set another one for a different ComSat. Alright, we'll just whiz right on by. Nope. Nope. That's what I wanted. Because of its height. Now, problem is that when I get to the other side, the delta V that I have left is only 91 meters a second. Well, we're going to get rid of that. And execute. Now, in a couple minutes, we are going to lose communication. We're not going to get it in time to get to that one. Yep, we are at a comms link. So let's hope this works. Now I'll have to revert the flight and then work with those satellites before I do this. Line of sight. I wish that one was connected here and I was connected to it. I should have aimed for that one because that one's connected to one of these. I can't do anything about that. Oh, good lord. Well, the engines keep firing. We'll be burning off over 3,000 Delta V. We'll find out in 37.5 seconds. Let's line ourselves up. As long as it gets out to the mud, I'm fine. And we have 25 seconds. Let's see here. And we have to revert, and then we'll go ahead and move one of these satellites from where it's at. Drop its orbit down. So that way it can gain speed to get ahead. And then I'll bring it back up once it's far enough ahead of it. And then I'll bring its apoapsis back up. But I don't like it with two satellites so close together. It's killing my angle. I should have moved this satellite and come up real quick. Simple mistake. Okay. Bingo! They cut off. We will be there in 2 hours, so you know what? We're going to stay with the vessel. Okay, we're back in communication again. Alright, we're coming in that close. Gonna be at 29,000. Okay, and I lost connection again for some reason. Because they're not connected with home base. And mission control is on the other side. Okay, now that we have comms for a moment. That's Sat 4. Okay, I thought I had a dish set up for that. Zoom in. Vessel. ComSat 2. Turbine. Turbine. Mission control. ComSat 4. ComSat 5. I'm going to give it as much chance as I possibly can to have communication no matter what. There. Let's go back to the map. Now let's see if we can do this. SOI change. We have a comm link. Now we're at a 29,000. All right. We'll play that. Move you out of the way. Perry Epsis. At Perry. Okay, we're going retrograde. Apoapsis, now a little bit lower. Not that low, but that'll fine for the moment. Let's get you back up. Let's put you at back you down. 272, 277. Okay, that's going to have to do 272. And then what we'll do is we'll set up another one after that to get ourselves in place. But this is supposed to be a flyby. Oh, we got contracts. Initiated flyby of the Mun, got money. Escape Kerbin's influence, got money. Flyby to Mun, got even more money. Good. Now I'm happy now. Now whatever happens to the satellite I shouldn't worry about, but I do want to put up a network out there to start. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go to the node, hit execute. What? He's gonna what? Oh, jeez. Well, I'm gonna leave this satellite alone. Come on. Come on, get to the node. You're not that heavy. Alright. Now let's go back. See, we're in the map view. I am switching craft. While I'm thinking of it. ComSat 5. Let's go ahead and switch to. I want to get to the other communication satellite. I want to go ahead and adjust its orbit. That way I can get it ahead of everybody so I can at least try to do some communication range. At least try something. That way at least I can work with what I have. Instead of sending up a new one, because these are in the wrong spot, and that was my mistake. I put these too close together. This communication satellite's the one I want to move. So this is the one I want to... No, I don't want to warp here. We want to switch to it. Okay, he's in communication range, so I want to make my adjustments quickly before he runs out of range. Even though he's connected to another satellite, I want to get it done quickly so I can ferry up 2 tourists that are never coming back. Alright. Okay, we are here. Let's get to the map. Okay. Let's see. Periapsis is at 249. Apoapsis 250. Alright. Alright. Set you right here. Add maneuver. Okay, prograde. I just want to give it a little bit higher. I don't want to do it too slow. But let's go to 10. Okay, that'll be 267.22. 284. Okay, it'll take quite a few orbits for that. We go 302, that'll help with some of the time. So let's go ahead and get this done. Node, execute. Okay, map. And then we'll slowly rotate. It's only a 30 meter a second burn, and we have about 1985 meters a second to burn. They're not the most efficient engines to burn. I do have another vessel that I've been working on, because since I am tracking some asteroids, I was thinking of sending this to rendezvous with it, but I'm going to need to put it on a launcher that's going to have the fuel to get it out of Kerbin's SOI and match I got to get it to match its vector. Alright, let's go ahead and speed that up. Alright. I'm going to do this maneuver. What I'm going to do after this maneuver is done, I'm going to take no more than 15 minutes off, because I need, use the little boys' room, need to redo my coffee. And as soon as that's done, I'll be right back. But I want to make sure this maneuver gets done first. And since it's in communication range, if I have to kill the maneuver, I can kill the maneuver, which is what I want. Okay. Come on. Good. Maneuver's done. Let's head back to the map. Okay, that's going to put it at 302,000 meters. That's going to, when it gets up to this high, it's going to slow down. And that let them catch up. Then it's going to speed up and it's going to slow down. I want to get it to where these pass by it, and I want to get it after this satellite. I want to get it past ComSat 4 at the back end so I can place it there. Then what I'll come in and do is then I'll work with ComSat 1-1 and I'll throw that in after ComSat 2. I want to make sure that it has somewhat of a decent communication ring around it. But I've got to still go in and I've got to tweak these orbits of each one of these satellites, and that is tedious and it's time consuming. So if you guys will give me about 15 minutes, I will be right back. No more than 15 minutes, and I'll be right back, and we will get back to setting up some undisclosed cargo into space that's not returning. Alright, everyone. Took less than 15 minutes. That'll work. Okay, I was just going through while I was sitting here going through this, and I gotta choose now. I'm going to go back into the Space Center, but in just a minute. Both those VIPs, one wants to do a suborbital hop, the other one has an orbital hop. He wants to do one orbit around and then come back down. Well, looks like I'm going to probably have to do the suborbital one first. That way, at least, you know, so that way Bad Wolf Labs can wet his whistle and have fun with see how tasty these VIPs are. So let's go build him a ship. Let's go build him a special Bad Wolf Labs eating ship. Won't be too much room for the guy to run around, but we'll have some, you know, devices on there that he can use to, you know, pin down his prey. And Bad Wolf will have a good time of doing it. Now, as I was talking to him off mic during that time, he'd come up with an idea. How much should we charge these VIPs not to be eaten? And between the two guys, I wonder how much we should start it in Kerbucks. That way we can take a, you know, a poll or whatever. But the starting bid, I would think, would be the cost of the advance and the completion for that mission. That's how much we should start it out as. Now, if we do start the bidding on that, to say, should we charge the VIP, the amount of the contract to keep Bad Wolf Labs from eating him, and if enough people agree to it, what I will do is I will just go ahead and say that we completed the contract and credit the company that much funds. If not, if it's, you know, more than 50% saying, yes, eat him, then we will have to launch him into space, and the poor bugger's going to get himself eaten. Now, we're only taking up 2 people. Bad Wolf Labs and the first tourist. Now, the first tourist wants a suborbital flight. That would be this one here. That's an orbit. Oh, sorry, wrong guy. Ah, here we go. What a name. Sam Tops. I don't know if that's the brand name of a shoe or the brand name of a kitchen appliance. But we have, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, I forgot how much we were advanced, so you know what? We'll say it equals the amount of the completion for the suborbital flight. So that's 3250. 3250. If I can type in numbers correctly. And 9750. We would have to charge him 16,250 Kerbucks to not be eaten, which means he does not go into space. We complete his contract anyway, and we get 16,250 Kerbucks just for taking the contract and just giving scraps to Bad Wolves. Now, if he eats them, I say we should double the cost. I say we should make it to where, no, divided by 3, I hit 3 by accident. I say to not eat them, we should charge them 32,500 because we're only making 16,250. So why don't we just double the pay? Now, if Bad Wolf still wants to eat them, and he still wants to eat them anyway, we'll go ahead and launch him into space. We'll complete that, and we'll just add in another 32,500 Kerbucks anyway. That way that'll help with cleanup costs of cleaning the pod out. But I know it's going to be kind of messy. And if you hear anything in the background, don't mind it. This microphone likes to pick up everything. But for this right here, I doubled this and added it to this. That's how much it'll cost the little guy for a beginning bid to not be eaten. I want to double it. I want to charge him double the beginning bid to not be eaten. But if Bad Wolf Labs still wants to eat him, by the time I get done finishing this, I'm going to give him a chance to think about it. I'm going to build him a craft. And that way, if he still wants to eat him, he can take him up into space. And we'll still eat him anyway. And charge him 32,500 Kerbucks. So, let's see. What should I use to build this? Do I want to take a cleanup crew with us? Yeah, we'll go with the Mark 1-2 command pod. Alright. He wants to do a suborbital hop. Well, that's if he survives long enough by running around in the spaceship that I create for him. That's if he can survive long enough to get to the ground and run. And I mean run very far and very fast. But I don't know how fast Kerbals can run on those short little stouty legs. 2 meters a second is probably what it is. But if they're scared enough and motivated enough, I think they can run a lot faster. Alright, we will place here. So this gives more opportunity for Bad Wolves to sharpen his knives, sharpen his fangs, and get ready to eat a Kerbal. Now, I don't know what they taste like. I don't know if they're mushy or they need to be grilled first before they get eaten. You know, this is a good way for us to find out, you know, how deliciously tasting a Kerbal is. So, that poor Kerbal, well, I feel sorry for him. But I think I'm wetting his whistle on that one. Now, I know there is a heat shield around here somewhere. There it is. I need 2.5. Okay. Now, we're going to put you on a suborbital hop. Oh, when he says suborbital...
Hey everyone, this is DJ Cutman, and you're listening to This Week in
Start of it.
I'm
gonna give him plenty of time to not escape. Sorry, Mr. Kerbal, but I want my wolf to eat you up.
Celt tunes equals win. Chiptune remixes of classic Celtic folk music.
So we are going to get you up here.
The new compilation from Russian chiptune label Pleplove,
and
the brand new album from Popski.
you're just going to be a pod that's going to go flying through space.
Supported through Patreon. So if you'd like to get involved
I don't know if I want to add something to the bottom of it. We're not going to add anything else to it. Okay. Excuse me. Do excuse me for burping there. Apologize if that did come over the microphone. I'm going to throw on my lifter. Now, he wants to go on a suborbital. So, here's my idea. When he says suborbital, does he mean right up and right back, or does he want to go halfway around the planet and come back down? Because I'm trying to give my little wolf a chance to get something to eat today. Because he hasn't been fed in about an hour and a half, you know, since we've been online, and I want to make sure he gets fed. So, give him some more to chew about. I mean, think about. Well, Bad Wolves, you don't need an airlock. If you look on this capsule, you see there is a door right here. All you gotta do is put on your spacesuit and open it up, and it'll depressurize for you real quickly. You won't have to worry about it. Now, cleaning up the mess on the way back down might be a little fun. But I think you can do it. Okay, now I want to disconnect that. I don't need this adapter. I'm not going to change up the lifter. I'm just going to take off what I don't need. Okay. Atmosphere. Yeah, he better have fear of the atmosphere. If he goes up, he ain't coming back down. Alright. Start off with, this is not a happy camper. My staging is messed up again. There we go. Alright. We have enough. We'll complete the contract. And I'm thinking about leaving him in space. Now, if he would like, I could EVA the poor guy into space after he eats him. But he needs to come back. Something has to come back to the surface to say we completed it. So we'll at least leave his helmet on board. So we are good to go on that. Alright, let's throw them in here. Let's get our pilot ready through rock. Jeb, you're going to leave. Bill, you're going to leave. Bob, we don't need you on board. This is a special mission. Now, I already have Harster. Why is his ship still in orbit? Well, we'll take care of that in a few minutes. Sam Top? Oh, what in the world are you're wearing shorts? I hope not. Well, Bad Wolf, you're going in. Sam Top, good luck. Have a nice flight. Baby girl, I'm gonna send you up there too, so that way he doesn't eat the metal inside the craft. I want him to come back down in one piece. Now, please bring the helmet back with you. Please bring the helmet back with you. This is a tourist mission. Tourist number 1. That way, at least you guys can at least get something done. Now, we do have to collect scientific data from around Kerbin. So that means I would have to add some scientific equipment to the side of this. Now, I could set it up to where I could add in something else on the bottom, and, you know, I think I will, because we're going to conduct some scientific data while we're on a tourist mission. And this is lagging because I'm not on the other section. There we go. Usually I can move it, but it doesn't want to this time. Okay. Let's get you out of the... No, I don't need the whole thing. I just want the heat shield moved. We are going to put on a service bay. We're going to add in some scientific equipment. And I want to at least get you guys up into orbit. You know, at least have some fun up there. Okay. That's 2.5 meter? I highly doubt it. Expanded? That'll be fine because I have an idea. That gives me plenty of Now I can also do that. Heat shield, jettison. Okay, the minute it's jettisoned, the parachutes will open. Now, here's my idea. To make sure everybody gets back in one piece except for our nice lovely tourist. Come here, you. I'll put 2 here. And we are going to make sure this comes down in one complete piece. Place you there. And we will place you here. Now, drogue chute wise, I'm going to move. And I'm going to move them to where they will fire first when we get back into the atmosphere. That's not what I wanted. I want you to attach. Yes. Right here. Nope. Right there. Now for the fun part. You're firing. You're going to fire last. So you're going here. Right down to there. Okay, we have you two. We're going to fire. And you two are going to fire. Right here, we're going to decouple the heat shield. And then we're going to bring you up. Looks a little funky, but that's okay. Okay, we got heat shield. Increase you, bring you here. Pop you down. I need to see the heat shield. That's the heat shield. You're going here. You're that decoupler. You're going to go here. Okay, so we got this decoupler. Then the heat shield that jettisoning off of us. And then we got the rest of the stuff. Now, in the service bay, we're going to throw a whole bunch of scientific equipment inside. I want you guys to take as much as you possibly can. And let's get in here. Now, you are not going to be up there for that long, so you're not going to need much. Okay, 2 hot thermometer. We're only going to need 1 of those. Now, I'm thinking here, I'm thinking. Do I have room? Is there an attachment point in there? We will find out. Atmosphere's not going to work. Sounding equipment. No, we're not going to need that. Okay, double C seismic.
Next track is the Pacific Rim by no.
Place you over here. Okay. What do we got? Info pop out? Nope. Coruscant. High orbit? Nope, we're not going to need that. Okay. See. We'll throw you in here just to be on the safe side. Just to have some fun. We'll put you right by the door. That way you can be stepped on. Alright, now. You're not going to transmit it back. You're just going to recover it. Don't need a comm lab. Now. Alright, yes, I can set you in here. Set you right here. Now I know you extend out, so here's what we're going to do. since you extend outward, now let's check that. Clears. Clears? Yes, that'll work. That will work. We'll get a mystery goo. We'll throw you on board. We'll place you right next to that equipment. We'll go ahead and retract you. Okay, what else can we throw in here? Hey, how about a barometer reading of the vacuum of space? That sounds good enough for me. Put you there. Okay, we are majorly lagging in the game. Okay. Solar particle collector. We'll put you on the side. You're submersible. Can't use you. Max altitude 1,000 meters. That's not going to work. You, yes. Okay, I know you're going to fit. Place you near the top. So air should go around you. Okay. Now that you guys can conduct your scientific experiments, let's head all the way down to the bottom. And we are going to place in a couple batteries. Place you there. Now you, my friend, need to move. Because I only have those batteries on board. Come on, slide over. There you go. Okay. Now you guys are going to have enough battery power to do what you need to do. And to ensure that you have backup. See, this number's going to change. Yeah, that'll be fine. 'Cause all you're going to do is slow us down and get us back into the atmosphere. We turn this from a tourist craft into a tourist scientific craft. Save. Now, do we still have that antenna on board? Okay, we have that antenna there. We're only going to go up suborbital hop, probably no more than 80K. So we'll get you up into space as quickly as possible. Ow! Kick the desk. And still, Bad Wolves, you have a door. Now, if you want to throw the scraps or whatever you can't eat into the service bay, go right ahead. You can throw them in there. Just make sure it's done in a camera shot. Now, let's get this onto the pad while I grab a snack. Now, the fun part. Now, since this is under local control, we don't need flight computer. Because the only reason why I'm going to need the antenna is for transmitting it back, but I'm not doing that. Now, how should we work this? Okay, we're going to skip circularization. And we're just going to get you into orbit. We're going to set you for 80 kilometers. Motors, CS, clumps, engage. And I was hovering pretty good right there. Had a pretty good job there, Bad Wolf. You had the thing hovering. Now, Sam Top, if you want to leave, you can bail now. Because, hehe, you're in trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. So, poor Sam Top. I feel so sorry for him. Not only are you going to be showing us what happens to Kerbals in space, and we ain't talking about what space does to you. What happens when you don't bring snacks aboard? What happens? And Baby Girl 1968 is not happy at all either. I think what she's afraid of is she's going to have to clean up the mess. So,
let's get into some of those Celtic chiptunes from Chiptunes Win. This track
we will
is
see.
called Pub Step by none other than Phonetic Hero.
I got it. When you get done with Sam Top, throw the bones in the service bay. We need to bring them back. Identification purposes. You can tell we just hit a very unique thing in space that caused him to die instantly and leave his bones. Make sure you leave. Okay guys, I gotta go into the door real quick, real fast. So I will be right back. Just give me a moment. I do appreciate it. Hang on.
This next one's by Solar Bear. Kentucky-based chiptune musician. Moving here to Philadelphia. Philly is rapidly becoming the chiptopia of the chiptune scene.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. Just next, one of the neighbors come by. But here we go. I resumed the flight while that other screen, excuse me, while the other screen was on. So we only traveled maybe 1,000 meters. But in the meantime, still scared for Sam Top.
This next one's by Grass.
Well, I thought about it. Bad wolves, go ahead and eat them. I'm going to credit the company $32,500. On top of what we get for this contract. Sam Top, you're not coming home. Well, maybe not in one piece. All we're going to find in the service bay is bones. That's if they don't fall out once we get to the water. I don't know how rough of a landing this is going to be. Get my mouse back on the screen. I can see behind it we are not losing any electric at all, which is good. No solar panels. The antenna that is on board is only good for 300 kilometers. I could always take you to a higher orbit, and that way you can do the dirty work and take care of Sam Top and question him on how he got the first name of Sam Top. Alright. Well, I'm not going to I'm going to continue on with this. Now, there. Get rid of BrainBot. Don't need that anymore. I couldn't get rid of it earlier. But now I did. All right. 13.8. Remember, we're only going to an 80-kilometer orbit. Once I get out of the atmosphere, I've got to hit these experiments. I've got to get them all done. That way, as we're coming back in, I can close up shop. And what we can do is, whatever engine we have left in this stage here, we'll use it to slow us down enough to where we won't have to worry about using that ablator. So what I'm gonna probably do is I'm just gonna go ahead and use it that way to save us on the ablator and just eject the heat shield. That way I can let the rest of this fall back down with the 2 drogues, 4 parachutes, and another MK16 parachute on the top. Now, I'm going to do something while this is going on. Okay, good. I want to make sure that that extra bot is not a moderator in this room and is gone. I'll remove it later on. As soon as I go finish the stream up here in the next hour and 45 minutes, I'll take that time between 1 and 3 to go ahead and get rid of BrainBot. this afternoon between 3 and 7, I am going to pull out another game that I had purchased. It is Guild Wars 2. I am going to do a new character on that one to start out, and we are going to stream that this evening. That's if real life doesn't get in the way, because that's why it says varies. So, alright, back out on my tablet for a second. Pop it back in. Because what I do is I also look at chat to my left, and I also got it off to my right. Depending on which one I'm facing at that moment is the one I'll look at. So, now what I can do is do a crew report, which it says we have already done. So we're going to reset the experiment. We're going to do it out in space. Actuation toggles. Okay, we'll hide those. We don't need that. We're going to place you right here. And booster separation. We don't need you no more. Bye-bye. Have fun. And we're off and running still. Well, Bad Wolf, looks like you're smiling a little bit. Let's take a look at what's on the inside here. See what it looks like. Oh, not bad. There's the hatch that you can go out of right there, that you can send all the parts out of. Oh, at least we found the hatch for you. Good luck. Oh. All right. That's going to be on suborbital, so is this. But this will burn up in the atmosphere. They'll both burn up in the atmosphere. I just need to make sure we get over 70,000 meters. Then I can make sure we get everything set. I'm going to let McJeb continue to keep our apoapsis at 80. Okay, once the aerodynamics chill out for us, there they go. We are going to go ahead and open up the service bay. We got that open. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go ahead and collect the science experiment. Get you out of the way. I don't need that. I want to get to... See, that's Kerr. Here's our batteries. We happen to be on the dark side. There we go. Let's see. Let's toggle the display. Let's log the temperature. Alright, we're going to keep that. We'll take another one in just a minute. Let me get that one brought up. Let's toggle the display on the seismic. You're now experiencing 0.035 Gs. Okay. Grab some more to eat. Well, once I get this done, we'll see about cutting it an hour short today so we can have lunch. If not, I'm just going to persevere all the way through until 1. I might readjust my times. I have no idea just yet. Okay, let's get ready to log scientific data. We're almost out of the atmosphere. We are now in low Kerbin orbit. Can't do the scientific data on that. That blows. How about we do a mystery goo? And we do scientific data on that. Too high. Doesn't matter. Now that should shoot right out the door. Yep, that'll work. Let's log it. Alright. Toggle display and vacuum. Really? I did not know that. Boy, these contraptions are so smart. We'll log it, keep the data. We will close you back up. Now, let's review the data on the temperature. We'll go ahead and transmit. We'll log another one from being in space. We'll keep that. And we will now close our doors. Let's get a crew report from low Kerbin orbit. Yes, you are in low Kerbin orbit. Okay. Bad Wolves, see if I got enough time for you to do this. And I hate when it does this. EVA report. We're keeping it anyway. Store experiment. Board. Excuse me for coughing. Okay. Now we're going to get rid of some excess weight. And we are going to point you SAS. Ah, we can only do that much. Okay. But I can get some help from the flight computer. Let's move ourselves off to the side. Flight computer can give us a hand here on rotating around to get retrograde. And good, we're gonna miss that part. Okay. Now let's drop ourselves down. That way these pieces will miss. Retrograde, please. Okay, we're just about at apoapsis. But what we will do, hey, we'll time warp. And now we are on our way back down. Come on. Retrograde. There we go. We're now in the atmosphere, coming in at a nice little clip. Kicking the motor. Slow us down. We'll kick in the motor when we get lower. I want to to make sure we get down at a decent rate, safely and surely. Let's get rid of that. Turn on SAS. Get us retrograde again. Hopefully those will kill rotation. I need the computer to come up. Okay, we don't have an antenna, so the flight computer is not going to make a difference. But we are under local control. And here we go. Coming in at a nice. Bad Wolves, why are you smiling? I have no clue. You guys are smiling. Why? Why are you smiling? Sam Top, you're supposed to be dead by now. Okay, scientific data from around Kerbin. 20,000. Suborbital space flight. We only got 3250 for it. Yeah. We're going to get 10 times that. We're going to get 10 times that amount when I get back. No, 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 no. Hold this. Hold. Come on. Quit fighting me. Get back into the airstream. Come on. Wrong parachute open. That's fine. Wrong order. Let's go some drogue out. How the heck with it? Hey, we're going in nose first. Yeah. Turn off SAS.
Remember to support your local chiptune musician.
This is going to be fun.
You got a chiptune scene in your town? Get out and see a show. If you want to get involved with some chiptuners and
Come
learn more
on.
about the scene, I suggest you check out the Chiptunes Equals
I'll kill the
Win
time warp when we get
Facebook.
down to about
Head to chiptuneswin.com
1,000 just so we can
for
see
more
how slow
information
we're
and links
going.
to the group. It's an awesome community of people. If you're looking for chiptune
Actually, I'll do it
shows
now
where
and
you
see
live,
what we're doing.
those would be the people to point you in the right direction.
Okay, they haven't done full deploy yet, it looks like.
DJ Cutman, thanks for listening.
Nope, a couple of them haven't. Okay, we're slowing down. Nice. That'll work. See if I can pull some reaction wheel in here. We're producing 2.02 power. Well, Bad Wolves, check under your seat. That should take care of the saltiness. Alright. I'm tired of waiting. Let's get these Kerbals back down. Torched. maximum time. So time warp, only 4 times. Lovely. Okay, we'll isolate the reserve power. I did not know that on there. Well, bad wolves if they're a little salty. There should be some water or something else under your seat that more than adequate to get the salt taste out of your mouth. I hope there is. Should have been put on board. Alright. 250 meters. 225 mark. 200 mark. Alright. And you guys are coming in at a nice comfortable 4 point something meters a second. Alright, let me do that. But I forgot to do two experiments. I didn't get to them because I forgot they were on the sides. Yeah, that's what happens when you launch on the dark side. You guys have plenty of power as it's showing up here in the upper right hand corner of the screen. Let me slide it down for you some so you can see it. I'm also looking at my display too. That way I can position things right. The main time, you have over 4 days worth of battery power. Reserve time, you have an extra day, after, almost a day and 2 hours after that. So I could leave you guys floating out in the water for a while. Well, maybe one of you. But I need the scientific data. Let's see if we can do a crew report now. Yeah, let's override it. Hey, we got more. While flying over Kerbin's waters. No antennas, so... You guys came in at a nice, gentle speed. Oh, you should be so happy. Roll the craft. Come on, roll over. Come on, boy, roll over. Well... Can't get to the door. We'll do it this way then. Excuse me. Now. Okay. Bad wolves, let's do it again. Gonna keep your data. Gonna store your experiment. You're on a board. Okay, we don't have much. Let's see. Okay. Well, that's enough of that. Let's get back to the Space Center. I'm gonna leave you guys sit there for a minute. I want to see where you're at on the map. Then I'll recover you. You guys got 4 days worth of battery power. Should be plenty of food left over. Just try not to eat the engineer, please. Might need her help on the next one.
Remember, all the episodes are at thisweekinshipton.com with a full track and downloads.
Well. Let's get back to the Space Center. Hopefully we can get there without it crashing. But yeah, we'll try to be back this afternoon. If it's not 3 o'clock, I will stream for several hours this evening though. But I am going to play that Guild Wars 2. Well, the next time we get Sam up into space, if he stays around, make sure he loses some weight and puts on some meat. Okay, I've got to back out of that on my tablet. My tablet's having a hard time connecting. Okay. You splash down right here. Tourist 1. We'll recover you guys. And we recovered 46.9 science. Take away 5.2. That adds to our funds. It's not bad. Okay, funds 28,003. That's an additional 443.4 above what we should have got. Career-wise, you all gained an experience point. Sam Top got an experience point for being a tourist. No extra reputation because of it. That's fine. Alright, let's get rid of some of this debris. Get rid of it. Bye. Get rid of you. Get you out of here. Now, there are... Okay, for 2 of the contracts that are being offered. Let's slide you off to the side of the screen. I believe it would be the first one, which is Periapsis is 27. Let's see here. Long time. Yep. Here's this one. So it is showing us, and they are both at least a 90-degree orbit. Okay, we got 2 of them. Okay, we need to orbit the Mun also. This one we'd have to put a vessel in stable orbit. Scientific data from around there. Okay, well, what I can do is I can pick up a couple of those contracts. Alright, let's see here. We got stuff. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, the tour was a success. Sam Top Kerman had nothing but great things to say about the trip and brought back plenty of photos. By the media, he brought back plenty of photos. Was that you, Bad Wolf, taking photos of you pulverizing him? And we got 9750 on top of that. I hope that's payoff so we don't put out the photos of what happens to tourists when they go to space, if they're not part of the NASA, or not the NASA Space Agency, but the Sky Crane Industry Space Administration. And we also land and conduct mass spectrometer analysis of Kerbin. We earn money for that too. Okay, well that'll work. That's fine. That'll work for me. Alright. Well, I am starting to stiffen up a little bit, so it looks like I'm only probably going to do this long on it. So I am going to go ahead and switch my screen. And this is not a stretch break, this is a closing. And I'm going to set it for probably around 5 tonight. I'm going to do Guild Wars. And that'll be tonight. But I need to stretch out. I do have my problems that I have to deal with. So, you guys have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Y'all take care. And what I will do is, if he is still on, this is what I'm going to do. Is do a host. I'm going to host Plexi. because I believe he is the only one that's on right now. And you guys have a good one. And we will see you